You're originally from Georgia. What brought you to California?
Well, I went to college for film. I actually went to Chicago for broadcast and film. And when I was up there, we had a couple of speakers come in from California, that'd been in the industry. And I remember one of my buddies asked a question like, "Oh, do you have to go to LA to be able to make it?" And he was like, if you're in this industry, why wouldn't you not be in the mecca of where it all happens? And I was like one of those where it just, all right, well, I guess I'm going to LA. And so I moved out there with a couple of college buddies. And then I happened to, at the time, meet somebody that I was, dating, and she happened to help out at the local little league. And I was like, oh, cool, I'll go up there. And what I did, kind of just got me reintroduced to baseball. Because during that time I went to school, like, once my playing career was over with, it was, I didn't want to touch it ever again. I'd go to baseball games, but it was, kind of like, you know, I felt like I could have done more in the game, and injuries and life just kind of steers you in a different way. And you're like, man. So yeah, so I went to the local little league and I started seeing these kids, and I was like, I kind of just want to help. How can I, get these kids to a level that I think that they need to? Because going through my baseball journey, like I thought, man, they might be a little bit behind the eight ball, so to speak. And so I volunteered, put my name up on a board. Within a week, one of the managers sat there and was like, "Oh, I'd love to have you." And so I spent 2 weeks assisting him, and then in a matter of 2 weeks, he drops this huge binder off. He goes, "Here's all the parents' names, numbers. My two boys are playing at Venice High, and the team's yours." And I'm still going. I went from just volunteering and helping to now I have this whole team, and it was like a bad news bear situation. So yeah, and so it just turned into, how do I help these guys in the course of this season right now and get to, get them to a better spot, and hopefully, because a couple of them were about to play high school baseball, it was a junior league. How do I get you prepared for that? So that's kind of what got me out to California, and then kind of how I got into, you know, starting coaching.